Hi, I'm Bridget, and welcome to my kitchen. Hearty fall soups and stews can be healthy and versatile, and they can be simple enough to fit into your weeknight routine. Today, I'm sharing an old family recipe for turkey black bean chili. It's a recipe my mom has been making for years, and it's a fall and winter standard in our house. When I say this chili is versatile, I mean it. You can serve it by the bowlful, you can use it as a taco filling, or you can serve it over roasted squash or sweet potato to up your veggie intake at mealtime. We'll begin by browning a pound of ground turkey in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, if you like, you could use ground beef in this recipe, or you could use ground chicken. When the olive oil starts to shimmer, that's when we know it's time to add the turkey. While the turkey is browning, I'm going to mince 2 onions. I like to slice my onions on an onion board rather than my regular cutting board that we use for our breakfast. That way, our peanut butter toast doesn't taste like onions. You'll want to stir the turkey as it browns and break it into pieces. Otherwise, it'll just brown in one big clump. I take my knives to be sharpened once a year, but in between the professional sharpenings, I have just a little gadget to help keep an edge on my chef's knives, which comes in handy when you're trying to mince an onion. Now that the onion is minced, I'm going to dice our red pepper. If you want more vegetables in your chili, you could add 2 diced red pepper. Our turkey is cooked through, so I'm just going to turn it out onto a plate, juices and all. And then in the same pot, I'm going to saute the onion and the red pepper. But first I'm going to add 2 more tablespoons of oil to the pan. First the onions. Then the red pepper. Now I'll saute these until they're soft and then start adding other ingredients. When the onions and peppers are soft, I'm going to add 4 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of tomato paste, and 1/4 cup of chili powder. My garlic is nice and fresh, so it's very hard and it will be juicy. Now, garlic in your chili is one of those things that you can customize to your liking. So if you want more garlic, go ahead, because it can handle it. But if you want less garlic, then that's fine too. And this garlic is so fresh, it's almost too hard for me to press. And because we had some big cloves, clove number 4 will be just a little one. And I added the tomato paste. And then 1/4 cup of chili powder. And to this mixture, I'm going to add 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. So these are the 796 ml or 28 ounce cans of tomatoes. So 2 of those. And I'm going to tuck in a bay leaf before I forget. And then I'm adding 2 cans of black beans. Now these black beans have been drained and rinsed. And these are the smaller cans, the 398 ml or 14 ounce cans of black beans. And finally, the turkey goes back in. Once we've got this mixed around, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water, or you could add broth. And we're going to let this come to a simmer. It's lovely and thick, and it's going to thicken even more as the juices cook down a little bit once it starts to simmer. Now that it's bubbling away, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of oregano and 2 tablespoons of molasses. So this is a little sweet with heat. Now that everything is mixed in, I'm going to start tasting to see how I want to adjust the seasoning, if at all. And this is where you might want to add some more heat if you like your chili really spicy. So you can add either hot sauce or a little bit of cayenne or some crushed red pepper. If you want to add more vegetables to your chili dinner, you can serve it over roasted diced sweet potato. It's very easy to prep sweet potato for roasting, and it cooks quickly. So it will actually cook while the chili is simmering away. So we'll just peel our sweet potato, cut it into bite-sized chunks, toss it with salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil, and then we'll roast it at 375 until it's soft. Now it'll probably take 20 or so minutes, but it really depends on how moist your sweet potato is or how dry your sweet potato is. I like to do this with winter squash as well. So buttercup squash or butternut squash, the same thing. I peel it and dice it and roast it with salt and pepper and olive oil, and it is delicious alongside this chili, or any chili actually. So I have prepped a baking sheet with parchment paper and a little bit of oil. So I'll just start to transfer this over. So depending on how many people you're feeding, you may not need a full 3 sweet potatoes. I'm just going to drizzle the sweet potato with a little more olive oil And then I'll season it with a few grinds of pepper and a sprinkling of salt. And into the oven it'll go. It's been simmering away for a little bit, so the flavors have had a chance to meld. So I'm just going to give it a taste to see if it needs any extra seasoning. I'll just take a little sip of the broth, or the tomato sauce. So it needs just a bit more salt, maybe half a teaspoon. And I'm going to put in a little bit more molasses because there's lots of heat. And I just want to balance that with a little more sweet. So that's maybe about half a tablespoon. But really, this is the point where you adjust the seasoning to your liking. If you want to add more heat, if you want to add more chili powder for heat and flavor. There. It is ready. Now, tomorrow it will taste even better, but it is ready to serve. You can enjoy this turkey black bean chili 3 ways. By the bowlful, with a little bit of cheese, spooned over roasted sweet potato or roasted squash, with a little bit of cheese and a little bit of cilantro, or enjoy it as a taco filling. Now, when I'm serving it as a taco filling, I just drain a little bit of the liquid off the spoon against the side of the pot. I hope this turkey black bean chili becomes a family favorite for you too. Thanks for watching.